Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody. Today is a very special day because we are talking budget-friendly fixed blades.
We are. These are great entry level for all different kinds of users, and we're going to go through 3 different sections or types of knives. We have EDC, we have outdoor, and we have tactical.
Yep, and that covers most of what people are using for fixed blades, and everything on the table is well this side of $100. You can get it all shipped, taxed, everything, less than 100. Let's jump in.
All right, the first one on the table, we have the Vosteed Mink.
An excellent EDC fixed blade. I actually own one of these.
Do you? Okay.
It's so nice. It's just the right size. You can get a full hand on it, a nice slicey blade of Nitro V steel.
Yeah.
Like, this is a respectable knife by every metric.
It really is, and I do like how the micarta has a bit of a grip to it. They milled those lines in there, so even if you have gloves on, you're still gonna get that kind of coarse feeling, so it's not gonna slip out of your hand.
Yep, and it comes with this nice Kydex sheath, and this one also has adjustable retention out there.
Yep.
So something you might want to know about fixed blades is they snap into their sheath most of the time, and if it doesn't snap quite hard enough, you can move this down, it'll snap less, or snap a little bit tighter, you go up that way.
Yeah.
Very nice. And what I like about this, and most of the knives on the table, is this sheath is very modular. It comes with a really nice clip out of the box, but you can set it up for horizontal carry, neck carry, what have you.
Exactly.
Choose your own knife adventure.
It is nice, and a lot of these, because a lot of them are Kydex, we were talking about this before the video, is that Kydex is just cheaper to make. And so with fixed blades specifically under $100, you're gonna see a lot of that on the table. I think we have 1 leather sheath, 1 plastic sheath.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a trend, but they are super modular. So unlike leather, where there aren't, you know, different rivets for different attachments, Kydex is actually super modular, and it's really helpful.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk a lot about sheaths on the table, but that's the long and short of it, is Kydex gives you a lot of options and it helps keep the price down. Speaking of, on the Mink, that comes to $69 even at BladeHQ.com right now.
Pretty good. And then next up, coming at $43.95, we
Quite a
have
bit
the
lower.
CRKT S.P.E.W.
Yeah, I want to say they call this the I forget what S.P.E.W stands for. The W stands for Wharncliffe, I know that much.
Well, yeah, that's evident, which, you know, this isn't my favorite blade shape, I will say, but the point you get on that is phenomenal. You're going to be actually probably able to do some fine tasks with that.
Yeah, I know that Wharncliffe isn't her speed, but I know a lot of you guys out there love Wharncliffes.
Yeah, what I think of is like trimming leather or like any just very fine tasks. So you could probably just even choke up on this a bit. It's not that long of a blade. Yeah, so you get a super fine point, and then it actually comes standard as a neck knife, so it comes with a nice lanyard, which you can also attach different clips to that.
Yeah, I believe it comes with a belt loop in the sheath as well, so you didn't even have to get extra gear for it.
Yeah, but super comfortable handle.
Yep, and CRKT was a hard brand to pick just one knife for the EDC section. Their EDC fixed blade line is huge. You can get the Biwa, you can get the minimalists.
They do, and they're all great prices.
Excellent knives all around.
Yeah, and then talking about excellent, one of my favorites, we have the Knafs Lander 4. So this is the fixed blade version of the Lander, which I have the Moon one. You guys might have seen that on the other videos with my collection.
Right here. Its moon scales are way too cool.
Oh, it's sick. It's my favorite fixed blade for sure, but now we have pocket-sized, and it comes with a nice Kydex sheath as well. This one comes with a belt loop on it, but you can easily take that off and make it how you want it.
Yep, and another thing I really appreciate out of this is sort of geared towards the pockety thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're pulling a fixed blade out of your pocket, like I actually have a pocket fixed blade today, I put a big monkey fist at the end of mine, just so I have something to wrap my pinky around while I pull it out.
It is nice.
But Ben Peterson, who designed this guy, really was looking out for us because we have like this cone-shaped brass bead that's really easy to just hook your pinky around.
Yeah.
It makes it really easy to draw, especially from a high retention sheath.
It is really nice, and along with the Lander series, as you guys know with his other knives, this is modular, so you can take the scales off, you can take the pins out, you can swap them out, make it yours.
3D print your own, cut them out on like, there's a world of opportunity. Do you remember the corn one from last year?
Oh my God, love that one. He does some fun stuff, that's why I'm so into it. But this one comes in at $64.99, so another great price.
Next up, we got the Kershaw Steppe.
We do, and this one has actually a reversible sheath, so that's super nice. You can throw it on there any way you'd like.
Yep, ready right out of the box for pocket carry, which is a bit of a rarity in fixed blades.
Yeah, and this one's coming in at $44.95.
Yeah, and that gets you a D2 blade and these kind of like rubberized handle scales. And what I really appreciate is like kind of in that pinch point, how chefs might pinch a knife.
Yeah.
It's just really easy to carry there. It's nice and light and carryable.
It is, and you know what? To that hole that they made, I actually think it's very genius of them, that's what they use to allow the sheath to hook onto the knife. Because most of these Kydexes, you're going to get the overhang of the sheath coming onto the handle, which sometimes can, you know, scratch the handle and kind of wear away at the material.
Or get in the way of your hand while you're pulling the knife out.
Exactly, but with this one, you get your full 4-finger grip on that handle, and then you can just pull the sheath off. So very genius.
Yeah, and for less than $50 too, I'll tell you. I remember when I bought my first budgety fixed blade, kind of a first big boy knife I shot before. I got a K-Bar de Escobar. It was a limited run they did of the Escobar, which has an Azula handle and a Becker-Necker blade. Oh,
that's sweet.
But it was in D2, and it was about $50. But this has a lot more going on to it than that knife did in 2015.
Oh yeah.
And I just think it's really great how the budget knife world has gotten so much bigger now.
It really has. And another thing to this, I think there's a great time and place for a rubber handle. And I think this knife, that it fits the bill for that, I think we might see rubber a few more times down the table.
Down here in Tacticalville.
But yeah, it's awesome. I think it's a great material, especially for a budget. Why not?
Yep, and then the last of our EDC category is the Drop Bear.
Yes, the Kizer Drop Bear Fixed Blade. This one actually just came out a few months ago, so it's fairly new. There's a few different variations of it, but this is the Burlap Micarta, and I love the Drop Bear just as the standard folder.
Yeah, you own more than one of them?
No, I think
just the one.
Just the one. I want more. I've probably said that many times, but I just love the way it looks. It's such a nice design. It's super comfortable. Yeah, it's a great pocket fixed blade.
It's so dialed. Like if you want to choke up and get a lot more, it's great. It's right there. And another cool thing is on the back here, you have, there we go.
You got it.
We have tweezers on one side and then a toothpick on the other. And I know that those are kind of everyday carry classics, something you see on Victorinox, Swiss Army knives.
That is very cool.
But something that you have that just kind of hides away in your fixed blade without you even seeing it, but it's there when you need it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, when you get a sliver, nothing is better than tweezers.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's very handy. This one comes in at $59.99, so a great price again. I will say I think they do a drop point better than a lot of brands out there. And maybe that's just personal opinion. I just love the way their drop point looks. I don't know what it is.
It looks good. It gives you a nice robust tip that's well indexed in the handle too. So if you're gonna be doing some like drilling cuts, it's gonna be really easy to do.
Super nice. And again, we have a nice Kydex sheath. Same with that belt clip as well. But yeah, great budget right there.
Yep, and this is just a drop in the bucket of the awesome everyday carry fixed blades that there are in the world. And especially if you're willing to get north in that price point a little bit, there's so much cool stuff.
Oh my God, it's like endless.
Yep, it was really hard to make this list. In fact, this is the trimmed down version. We were almost tempted to trim it down again.
It is.
But we got knives to cover. And now we're into the outdoor section.
We are, and this is one you guys have seen so many times.
Yeah, if we made a list about budget fixed blades and didn't include a Mora, there would be hell to pay.
I know. I mean, guys, this knife is like $13. $12.95 exactly. It's amazing. You can buy these as many times as you want. You can beat them up. If something happens to it, you can just buy another one. It's so nice. They're so lightweight, but they're also pretty durable.
Yep, they have a true zero-edge Scandi too, so for all you knife geometry nuts out there, it's got that. It's gonna be nice and easy to maintain, nice and easy to get. And if you wanna like learn on a knife, you wanna learn what kind of stuff can a knife handle, whatnot, pick up a Mora and beat the tar out of it.
Exactly.
And you'd be surprised how much they can take.
Yeah, and Mora's actually kind of stepping up their game. They're releasing, maybe not under 100, I wanna say probably around that price point. They're coming out with some more kind of robust. They have the Mora Robust, but they have ones that are a bit more kind of meant to be beat up. Obviously these are, but they're made out of
like
a little more premium.
Tang, more luxury materials, a more modular sheath, that kind of thing.
And speaking of the sheath, this one's really nice. It just clips right in there. It's made out of plastic, so it's nothing crazy. You can clip it on your belt if you want to, or throw it onto a backpack.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things is you see this little nubbin right here.
Daisy chain.
You hook it up and stack like 5 Moras on each other because,
so funny.
I mean, they're Moras.
Exactly.
Bring 5 of them, who cares?
Yeah, it won't break the bank. So yeah, that's a great choice, especially for the outdoor, and very affordable.
Next up from Kizer, we have the Militaw Fixed Blades.
I like that one. So this one's coming in at $67.95, so a little bit higher than what we've been talking about, but kind of fits into that higher end range. I love this one. Again, it's a folder that they turned into a fixed blade. So they've already had kind of the ergonomics down on the folder, and now they're like, whatever, let's just
why
make it
fix
a
what
fixed
isn't
blade.
broken, right?
Exactly.
Yep, and a really nice taco Kydex sheath here. So
Yeah.
on Kydex, there's the pancake style on this Polaris, we'll talk about in a minute, where it's 2 pieces of Kydex put together. And then there's the taco, where it's folded over. I generally prefer taco, but if you want to carry vertically, you probably want to go with Kydex, excuse me, pancake. But this thing is just so well done. You hear that snap?
It is. It's nice. And I like it has a little thumb ramp so that you can easily just pop it off. Sometimes you're gonna have a little bit harder of a time because these don't have the ramp. So you're just gonna be pushing on the side, which these are still easy to take off, but it just helps you out.
Blink comes right off, no trouble at all. A very usable blade. I like that they have this jimping up here, so if you're doing like some hunting or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be nice and easy to do. And that micarta handle is really good looking.
It is cool. I like how they have the inlay in there.
So that is the Polaris.
I do like that.
Yep. Next up, we have a bushcraft classic. This one is the Condor Bushlore.
Yeah, and this is the one, nice wood handle, but this is the one that has the leather sheath. So we're standing out a bit here in terms of maybe a little bit more of a premium look to it, but with that affordable price tag of $62.
Yeah, and that gets you a 1075 blade here, so it's gonna be really tough if you're like really into primitive stuff. If you find a piece of shirt, you can throw sparks off the spine of this guy.
That's nice.
A Scandi grind with a little bit of an apple seed there at the edge, and that untreated walnut handle, so you can oil it, do whatever you want, carve it, modify it, however you like, and then slide her into the sheath and hit the woods.
Yeah, that one's really nice. I love wood handles. They're just so easy to grip, and they're so ergonomic. They feel so nice in your hand. I have plenty of fixed blades with wood handles, and they're easily my favorite to use while handling wood or doing any sort of bushcraft.
Yeah, and something about a wood handle just sort of fits. It feels good when you're using it. Let me know. Like, do you guys like I'm cutting wood, I want wood in my hand, or am I just crazy?
No, I don't think you're crazy, George. It's a feeling.
It's a feeling, a vibe, and that's what we do it for, right? We just want to feel something.
Yes, exactly. And so then up next, we have the Remette RT-Allosaurus. Which this one comes in right at $49, so right under 50 bucks. And this is a newer one. I think we saw it sort of at the beginning of the year, but it's super cool. Remette typically doesn't do fixed blades.
Yeah, they're like Gravity Knife Company, yeah?
I know. This was very different for them, but I think they did a great job.
Yeah, we got a D2 blade on here, these beautiful G10 handles that kind of have the dinosaur skin vibes going on. And another cool thing here is same taco style Kydex with a really nice snap, included belt clip thing, and it also has a ferro rod in the box.
Oh, really? It comes with one.
Comes with one.
Oh my god, amazing.
So sort of a whole survival system in one.
That is really nice.
For 50 bucks.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. It has a pretty decently sized blade on there too. I remember first time opening it up, I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, what I really appreciate is you see this little slope in the handle here?
Yeah.
It brings the edge behind the handle here. So even though you don't have a choil, you're still behind the guard, but you have really easy access to that edge.
Yeah.
If you're doing some finer carving and whatnot. It's a great outdoor knife.
It is. It's a good pick for sure.
Yep, you pick that up. I do not think you will find anything to complain about.
Nope, I agree. And then last up for our outdoor knives, we have the Kizer Polaris, which you hinted at earlier.
Yep.
But this one is super cool. So it's $59.95. It has these really nice handles, which actually kind of have, what would you call that?
Like a contour,
a
Coke
contour
bottle,
Thank you.
palm swell,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
No, it feels really good in the hand. It's very similar to this Condor we were looking at earlier, same size and shape. It has a very mean looking Scandi grind, and this one comes with a bunch of different features as well.
Yeah, so the sheath is that pancake style, so if you wanted to build it out however you want, this gives you the most options. Riding along the spine here is a little diamond rod for sharpening.
Yeah,
So
pretty good.
Once again, another self-contained thing. Very nice snap, and then this screw has this little rubber washer on it. You can tighten that down if you want to dial in however you like. And one of my favorite features. So oftentimes you'll see a bow drill divot in a knife.
Yeah.
And usually it's like in the middle of the palm swell.
Right.
Which is that way when you're bearing down on it, it's fine. But I once attempted to make a bow drill with one of those. I've never successfully done it. Somebody show me how.
That's very difficult.
It is hard. But I remember I had a knife that had a bow drill divot, and I cut myself while I was running. I know, user error. I know I made a dumb thing. But here, it's further back, so you can just remove this whole sheath. Now no need to remove your belt. And now I have a bow drill divot and a really nice thing to hold on to, and my sheath is covering the knife.
That is really nice. That's a good feature.
Yep. And also, for all you real knife nerds out there, there's a Polaris version which is a Yakut style blade.
Okay.
We can talk about the Yakut another day.
Yeah.
It's a traditional Russian knife that was carved originally out of bone, and that left a marrow channel in the middle.
Oh, that's cool.
But instead, now they just hollow out the marrow channel in steel. and I have never seen a production Yakut until this.
Oh, that's sick.
So,
Hey, knife lore.
knife lore, yep.
That's sweet.
So, just like the EDCs, that is just a sampling of the amazing options you can get in the outdoor category under $100.
Absolutely. Now let's jump right into tactical.
Yeah, starting with, I know y'all thought I was going to bring the SRK, which is a really great tactical knife, but I brought its brother, the Recon Tanto.
Ah, the big brother, if you will.
Yeah,
Oops.
I'll have to hold that one. It's too big for our little notch thing.
This thing is so cool. I love all of these cold steel, the Recon, the SRK, all these ones. Great, just beat them up. Let me put it to hard use fixed blades.
Yep, and this one, I'm surprised this isn't the more beloved one for Spike. I know that one of the great things the SRK can claim is it is the standard issue knife in basic underwater demolitions training, which is what SEALs go through.
Yeah.
And this is the Tanto, which gives you quite a bit more tip strength and a bit more slashing potential for doing all that scary tactical stuff. Yep, yeah. But same Secure X sheath that we've seen before, and a rubberized handle, just an absolute behemoth of a tactical blade.
Yeah, it is a beast. And for $44.95, you're getting a whole lot of knife for a whole lot of nothing, if you will. It's a fantastic deal for what you can put this knife through. I mean, look at how thick that blade is.
Yeah, I want to say it's 0.18.
That's crazy.
Pretty darn thick.
So have some fun with that one.
Yep, it's a good time. Every time I pick it up, I'm just like, heck yeah.
You're like, I can do anything.
I can do anything. But I know that a lot of tactical folks out
there
Polar
opposite.
are looking for something small and pocketable
exactly.
or hideable. And I got the green one just so it would pop out a little easier, but it comes in more discreet colors as well. This is the Kansept HEX. And I believe that's because the karambit ring is a hexagon. But this thing, like, it just locks into your hand, and if I were attacked in the street and I had the requisite skills, I would happily use this kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, it's super small. You can easily fit it in your pocket. I know it comes standard as a neck knife, but you could probably stash this thing anywhere. And it is so low profile, like you said, that it's easy to fit in the hand. It could probably fit into anyone's hand. It's a great, I could even see it as an all-around knife. I would even keep this at like a desk for like just small little tasks.
Opening packages.
Yeah.
Like you were saying with that S.P.E.W earlier, yeah, like if you want to get the pencil grip.
Exactly.
And that actually is pretty nice. I have to get one of these.
Obviously it's meant for tactical use, or at least that's what we're telling you guys it is for today, but otherwise I think you can use it for lots of different things.
Yep, but $42. Not
Pretty
bad
good.
at all, especially from such a respected branded designer as this is.
Ostap, I don't know if we mentioned that.
Yeah, he's Polish. We really like Ostap.
He does good stuff.
I wish him nothing but happiness.
Exactly.
Next up, we got another Cold Steel. Cold Steel is kind of the king of budget tactical fixed blades, I
think. They are. We've always seen that trend because they do it so well.
Yeah, and this one is no exception. This is the mini Leatherneck. So the Leatherneck is based off of like classic military knives, sort of like the same school of thought that brought us the K-bar and maybe some of the original buck knives. But this thing, I think, is boot knife supreme.
I could totally see it. It does look like a boot knife, and it does give very kind of old style military look, which I really appreciate. I think that's fun. Again, nice rubber handle, lots of grip, glove or no glove, and I do like the little finger guard that it has. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I know a lot of tactical folks out there really need that because they say in a sketchy situation, you lose a lot of fine motor skills, and it's very easy to ride up on your knife. But when there's a physical block of metal in the way,
can't do it.
A little bit safer.
Exactly.
Yep, and then a proper dagger, and right there.
That one's great. $24.95 on this one.
Such a good price.
George is going to buy all these knives.
I have a thing for fixed blades. Yep, and then next up, another big name in the budget tactical fixed blade world is
Schrade.
Schrade.
This is the regime or the regime, however you would like to say it.
Yeah, but here, check this out. Most of the time you're going to see it like rubberized. This is G10, so a nice thick, rugged material that isn't going to weigh too much, and it gets you this beautiful Tanto blade with a bit of a double grind here, so you get a proper thin edge at the tip as well.
That is nice.
But all the same tip strength of a Tanto, and it just wants to go to a war zone.
Yeah, okay, let me see this, because when I first handled this earlier, I swore this was rubber, just because it feels so grippy, and I think it's because they have these nice milling lines in there. But now feeling it more and knowing that it's G10, it makes sense. But just to prove the point of how nice that handle is. And they kind of have that tumbled rock texture in there as well, so I think it just fits really well with the vibe of the knife and what they're going for.
Yeah, and its price is pretty crazy. This is $35.
That's awesome.
And that amount of machining on G10, like I've seen handle materials get machined with that and have far more than $35 of an upcharge for it.
Oh yeah, it definitely costs more to do that, so I'm impressed that they did it for $35.
That's a really luxury feature you're getting down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it comes with a steel clip, but you can also remove that clip and put tech locks, what have you, make it all work out for you in the end.
It's a good one. It's a nice kind of in-between size too. It's not something massive like the Recon, and it's not something super tiny. So it's a good middle ground.
Yeah, and then one of the more fascinating knife types that I think is pretty distinctly tactical.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is the push dagger, and Cold Steel sure makes a lot of them in every size you can imagine, from teensy little tiny keychain ones.
They do the small ones.
To big old monsters like this Safe Maker.
Yeah, it's definitely meant for self-defense, but it's a cool looking knife. It's kind of giving like video game vibes, if you will. Like it should be straight out of like Call of Duty or something.
Yeah, now legal disclaimer, I am no expert in this matter, but I have heard that if you are skilled in boxing, this is a very logical transition for knife fighting because you're just throwing punches, but very dangerous punches.
A knife.
Yep, and I remember when I was a kid, I spent an embarrassing amount of time watching the Cold Steel DVD they sent to everybody.
God.
And they would talk about how
funny.
these were also useful for people in receiving at their company because you can pick up a box, you can move stuff around.
Oh, you just keep it in your hand?
You can sign for something and then just cut box. Like just leave it in your hand all
right,
day.
that's interesting.
Type with it, whatever.
I could
think
see
they probably
it.
use the smaller ones. But
I would hope so. They just have a massive blade whipping around everything they do.
yeah, but the same Secure X sheath as before with a removable steel clip, plastic clip right here. So if you want to carry this inside the waistband on a boot, however you want to, or pull it off and throw a tech lock, throw it around your neck, whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. And $46.95. I don't know if we mentioned that already, but like George said, it comes in other sizes too, and those other sizes are typically smaller and even cheaper. So if you're looking for a push dagger or something for self-defense, another great option.
Yep. And I guess, once again, for the last category, hard to get to 5.
I know, it is hard to pick through everything. And like we've mentioned, there are so many more on BladeHQ.com to check out in all these categories and all the same price points. So definitely take a look at that.
Yeah, now what's your favorite knife on the table?
All right, I already love the Lander, but I'll pick something else. I actually really liked the Polaris. I don't know why. I think it's cool.
That handle is luxury.
Yeah, the handle feels really good. I love the Scandi grind. It just looks so clean, and it makes me feel like I can do a lot of work with it. And then I just love how they set you up.
That sharpener right out of the box.
Yeah, exactly. You can do it all.
Yep, and I guess Kizer's taking the W for me too, because the drop bear is the one I'm after.
Yeah, that's a great one. Nice size, pocket fixed blade.
Yep, might have to pick one of those up. But let us know in the comments, what was your favorite knife on the table? And most importantly, what knives belong on this table that weren't here?
Yes, I want to know. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one, and we'll see you on the next time.